update video on the dually. Yeah, I gotta get gaskets. I gotta go to the junkyard and get the clamshell motor mount bits that go on the engine. Thought I had some, but I can't find them anywhere. Unless they're on this engine. Nope, they're not on that engine. Okay, so I need to get those before I can put the engine in, and the clutch. I got my new flywheel bolts. Those came in. I got the tranny in, and I got my drive shaft back in. The U-joints look good in that, so I'll leave it be. Well, I want to show you today is how to remove the shifter from an SM465 transmission, or any, I think Jeep might have had a tranny like that. Any kind of truck transmission that has this type of a top, you know, where shifter goes in from the top. Maybe not the NV series trannies like the NV4500 that's found in kind of the later model GM trucks, and the Dodge Cummins especially. I think the shifter is bolted on. Don't quote me on that, but I think the shifter is bolted on. But you see this roll pin right here, and the mistake that most people make is that they think that it's roll pin because there's one on the other side as well, right? So you think that roll pin goes all the way through, and that's what holds that in. But no, it's not. So what a lot of people end up doing is they start hammering on this roll pin, and they beat the living hell out of it until it's completely mushroomed over, or until this casting breaks. And at that point, you need to get a new casting. But there's an easy way to get this off without destroying all the things. And if you know how it's done, it's like, really? You know, it's like one of those, once you know how this is done, you'll go, well, that was easy. So let me show you how to take the shifter off. Because otherwise you gotta raise the whole dang truck. If you're trying to pull the transmission, you gotta lift the truck up higher than the shifter sticks out of the bottom of the truck, and that's no bueno. Nobody wants to do that. Just remove the shifter. Let me show you how it's done. All you gotta do is look at the top of this shifter and see this little tin stamped metal piece that stays put, you know, this outer ring here. And that's spring loaded. You just push down on it and turn it about 1/8 of a turn counterclockwise, and then lift it out. Now, depending how long it's been since your transmission's been serviced up here, it's highly likely this is going to be covered with a bunch of crud, grease, and just road chode that you're going to have to get off of there and clean off. And it might be a good idea that after you service your transmission and you reinstall it, that you put a little anti-seize around this, so that if any moisture does get up in here, it doesn't rust this to that. So again, as the shifter goes in, right, push down a little bit, get a little turn. Bob's your uncle. So again, this is how it's done. You just reach in here, you push down on this, turn it 1/8 of a turn counterclockwise, lift it up out of there. Side note, the SM465 transmission, which is a 3-speed transmission with a first gear granny gear, right? It has low, first, second, third, and reverse. And there's 2 ways to fill that transmission. You can either do it from underneath. There's a fill hole towards the top of the transmission. You can fill it up to that hole until it starts leaking out, and then there's a drain hole that's towards the bottom to drain it. Or you can pull the shifter off and fill it from there. It's actually easier to do it from here. The only problem is that gear oil smells like death, and the smell lasts forever. And if you get it in the carpet, it will permanently stink it. So if you fill it from up here, be very, very careful. Do it before you put carpet in. That's how I'm going to do it. So it holds 1 gallon of 80W90 No need for modifier like in a, you know, like a posi traction rear end or something like that. Just straight 80 W90. The first time I pulled this transmission out of this truck, when I did the frame off back in 2000, I waited a long time because I couldn't figure out how to get that damn thing out of there. And I actually ended up jacking the truck up really high and pulling it out that way, and then tipping the tranny over on its side and pushing it out underneath the truck so the shifter would clear the frame. And a friend of mine, his name's Don Reed, he told me how to do that. And it's like, really? That was too simple. And then, you know, just maybe you didn't know. So now you do. And if you ever come across a situation where somebody's struggling like a dumb goof, trying to hammer the crap out of that roll pin to get the shifter out, you can go, oh, hold on there, buddy. Let me show you how it's done. And you can be the hero of the day. So, with that in mind, I hope this video was entertaining and informative, and if I succeeded in that endeavor, I would surely appreciate a thumbs up. If I failed, then go ahead and give me a thumbs down. Either way is good with me. Share this video if you're so inclined with your vast social media network. If you haven't subscribed yet, down there in the lower right hand corner there's a little button that says subscribe. I think it's red, and right next to that subscribe button is a picture of a bell. Go ahead and ring that bell and you'll be notified of future uploads. So until next time, you have fun, stay safe, shoot straight, keep your powder dry, have a splendid day. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. Bye. Love you, Debbie.